Hello everyone, this will be my new ranking video. This will be 2024 Northeast Wisconsin trails ranked. So I'll be only ranking the trails obviously that I've been on, and some of these I've only been on once. I'm still going to rank them. Now there's a bunch of trails that I am not ranking, and if you want to see those places, because if you want more places to look at, go to a 2023 ranking video. I'll put it up here. And at the end of that video, I list other places I don't rank. You still may want to check it out. For example, many people like to go to Fonfair Glen. It's a wonderful place to visit. I don't think it is a place to hike. We're going to rank 30 different places this year. And yes, like I said, one of these places I've only hiked one time, but most of these I've hiked several or many times. We're going to start with the least like, which would be 30, and work our way to number 1. Again, just so you understand, sometimes I rank specific trails, but most of these are going to be areas. Some places I hike have multiple trails, many trails, 10, 15, maybe 20 trails. I'm not going to rank every trail that I have walked on, but many of these times it will be areas I will rank. Starting with number 30, I call the Extended Baird Creek Trail. This is going to be, Baird Creek will be on the list several times. This is the one, if you park at the main Baird Creek trail system, if you actually go past that, away from the city, there's a small parking area for, I don't know, 4 cars, and you can hike that area. It's very hilly. I've only been there once. So actually there's going to be 2 of them I've been only once. And that area is too hilly for me. Now I do like some hills. For example, I like the hills in Neshota. They're fine. But that hill is too big. The area is too hilly for me. And thus I put that at the bottom of my list. I call it the Extended Baird Creek area, just past the main Baird Creek area. Next on the list is new. I've only been there once also. I call it, I don't know if this is correct. Am I pronouncing it wrong? Whitor Wharf. I'll put the name on the screen. And this is in Howard, the northern suburb of Green Bay. It's a very, very lovely place. It's a boardwalk, but it's very old. But that isn't why I'm going to decline it so low. It's because it's literally right next to the highway, Highway 41. Thus, I don't like going there. Probably will never go again. I have recorded it. I'll link to it below. If I have room, I'll put it here, but I can only put 5 up here. I'll probably put the better ones up here if you want to see it. It's kind of interesting, and it's beautiful, but it's so loud next to the traffic on the highway. And it is a little old, but the oldness doesn't betray it too much. It's just the loudness that betrays its rank. That was number 29, Whitor Wharf. Number 28 is the Preserve Trail. It is a De Pere trail. It's a southern suburb of Green Bay. And this also is on the highway, and thus why it drops so low. Some of the area is very beautiful. It's called a preserve. It's a lovely area for birds, for flowers. I've only been there once. Half of it turns away from the highway. It gets quieter, but it goes into the city. So it's kind of a city. Half of it is city trails. It's not that amazing. If you like that kind of thing, or if you live nearby, it is a place to jog and ride your bike or hike. I'm going to skip it. I won't ever go there again. That is 28, the Preserve Trail in De Pere. Number 27 is the Fox River Trail. This is a huge trail next to the big Fox River. It goes, 30 miles through several cities. Of course, next to Green Bay, it's very busy with lots of traffic, walking, biking. That's one of the reasons why I don't like it. Also like it because it's so close to the city. It's more like city hiking, and I'm not interested in it. A lot of people like it. A lot of people use it. It's very busy. Perhaps the most busy hiking trail in the Green Bay area, but I don't like it. That is 27, Fox River Trail. 26, Hidden Valley Park. This is a small park. It is in the western side, another suburb of Green Bay. I don't know if that's a Schwabenon or Alloway. I think it's a Schwabenon. It's a small park. I think they have a volleyball court there. It's mostly just a hiking park. They have probably less than a mile of trails, but a lot of small trails. I would say if you probably took every trail and walked in, because there's both sides, you can go to the other side of the creek. You can take the sidewalk around there. There might be 1 mile of trail, but I doubt it. It's not very big. It's not anything amazing. It's okay. I have hiked it. I think I've recorded some of it. I might go again, but probably not. That is 26 Hidden Valley Park. Next on the list is the big drop. This is a really big drop. It used to be, I think, in my top 10 or near the top 10, and I'm dropping it all the way to number 25. It is the Bay Beach Wildlife Sanctuary. Such a beautiful place to hike, but once again, there are loud highway noises, traffic there. Maybe it was because I went there last year in a weekday and the traffic was louder. It's a lovely place. If you can tolerate the traffic noise, I would check it out. It's very lovely. Lots of nice trails there. Lots of boardwalks if you like boardwalks, but the traffic is really loud. Again, that is number 25, the Bay Beach Wildlife Sanctuary. Number 24, the Goodman Park Trails. This is in Marinette County, which is the far northwest part of the county, very top corner of the county. I grew up near there. I grew up in Marinette County, so I went there as a youth, and I did camping there recently. You can check out my channel. Just if you go to the search bar in my channel, type in Marinette County or Goodman Park, you'll find several videos. The waterfalls there are amazing. The best waterfall experience of my life was this spring, and it was a beautiful. I highly recommend. I'll put the link below for my waterfalls. Check that out. And if you want to go there and hike with camping, you like to hike, and if you want to go camping and see the waterfalls, that's great. And there is hiking there, but the trails are mediocre. Some of them are okay, but most of it was through low, young popple forest, and I didn't like it very much. All right, so that is 24, the Goodman Park Trails in Marinette County at the Goodman Park area. Number 23 will be the Abbey Pond Trails or Abbey Pond area. This is very close to my home, and if I ever want to do a quick video or just go hiking real fast, it's close. It's easy for me to get access to. It's okay. It's nothing super beauty, but it's something I can do and reach quickly, so that's why it is low on the list. That's the Abbey Pond Trail area. If you live in the Green Bay area and you want to see the Abbey Pond, there's some trails there. You go ahead and check it out. It's nothing I'm going to highly recommend, but if you want to see something different, go ahead and check that out. Number 22 is the Packerland Drive Trail. Packerland Drive is a main road in Green Bay, one of the main roads, and there's a sidewalk along the trail, along the road, and they call it a trail. What makes it different, make it a trail, maybe it's a wider sidewalk, and then nothing amazing there, but there is 1 mile of the trail that is not right next to the road. It's like a couple blocks away. It's between roads and between businesses, so you're most along next to businesses, homes, and that kind of thing. I usually go there once in winter to do a video, because I'm always looking for places to do in winter, because my favorite places are not available because of skiing, and they close it to hiking. So I'll go there once a winter, once a year, and that is the Packerland Drive Trail. And I will put a map on the screen if you want to know where to find that. And I will put lots of links below how to find some of these places and other maps and such things. Number 21, Ted Fritz Park. I think I missed this last year. I think I put it in the comments below. Ted Fritz Park is a small park. It has a small hiking trail along the edge. It's near NWTC in Green Bay, a little bit more west, maybe by half a mile or something like that. Now there is some deeper hiking in the back, but there is a sign there. It is for only the Oneida tribe members, and I missed that sign. I explained this before. I missed the sign at the time I went there. There was only one sign, and I missed it because I went into the area not near the sign, in a different location. And I don't believe in trespassing. I don't believe in breaking rules. Thus, I will go there again, but I won't go into that deep area, which is for the Oneida tribe only. So I highly recommend checking the place out if you want a short hike. It's kind of beautiful. It's kind of interesting. Nothing super amazing. And if you are in the Oneida tribe, enjoy the hiking deeper inside. Number 20, the Baird Creek main trail, but on the other side of the river. Now, obviously, I just told about the Baird Creek earlier. This is the main area, but they did put a bridge in a year or two ago. It allows you to cross the Baird Creek to the other side. There are mostly trails over there that bikes use, but now that people can get over there more easily for hiking, more people are hiking over there. It's not as beautiful as the main part of Baird Creek. That's why it's listed so low. It's not bad. It's better than many of these others because we're already at number 20, so there's 19 worse than it. It's okay to see, and it's all right to visit. I'll probably be there twice a year. It's something to do if I want to do something different. The Baird Creek main area, but on the other side. They don't have paved trails there. It's more dirt trails, okay? The main Baird Creek area is going to be higher on the list and has beautiful sidewalks to hike on and those kinds of things. Number 19, I didn't put it on the list last year. I forgot about it. I've only hiked there once. It is the Walla High Inner Loop in Marinette County. I think it's a county park. Again, that's the Walla High Inner Loop. I don't remember the name of the park. Maybe it's Walla High, I'm not sure. And I'll put the name here and you can look it up. It's pretty nice, nothing super amazing. Would I go there again? Yes, but I wouldn't travel out of way to go to it. If I happen to be in the Manitowoc area, I would probably do that trail again. And it was not very well maintained. It was the peak of summer, so maybe things were overgrowing and maybe they trim it more afterwards or earlier, and I may have caught it at a bad time. A nice trail, but it was very overgrowing and very heavy growth. Again, that is 19 Walla High Inner Loop. Now, number 18 is the double extended Baird Creek Trail. This is further away upstream, I think it's upstream, from all the other Baird Creek trails, and I found it by driving by it. I don't usually drive that area of town, and I was headed to a different trail, and I saw this sign. I said, I need to check that out. So I think I did my hike at the other place, which I'll name later, and I came back and hiked it. I thought it was pretty nice, and nothing super amazing, but I like it. I hike it probably 2-3 times a year. It is a little close to a road, but it's not a highway, so it's not too loud. And I'll put a link, or I put a picture on the video so you can find out where that is, because there's not a lot of information on how to find it. And there's no real name to it, so I just simply call it the double extended Baird Creek Trail. It is near East Green Bay by UWGB. I guess that's the best way to describe it, and I'll give that map on the screen if you want to look for it. Number 17 is Sherwood Forest. This is a park, another hiking park in Green Bay. It's between the airport in Green Bay and NWTC. It's in some neighborhoods of homes. It's kind of a wooded area, and they've got a lot of nice short trails there. I would say maybe 1.5 miles to 2 miles of trails if you add it all together. It's kind of nice. I like it. I don't go there a lot. There's some pines. There's a pond there. It's not all pines. It's mixed trees, but there are some really nice big pines there. It's a nice place to look. What I think the main feature is, there is a area in there. There's about 10, 12, 15 pine trees of different kinds of pines found from all over the world and even the United States. And most of them have labels and signs of it, so you can know what kind of tree it is. Now, it's getting old. They're not maintaining it, so some of those signs are knocked down and you don't know what they are. A nice place to check out if you're in the Green Bay area. Not highly recommend it, but I do recommend it. Again, that is Sherwood Forest. Number 16 is the Meadowbrook Park Trail. This is in Howard, Wisconsin. It is in some neighborhoods. I think it's near the government place that takes care of wilderness areas. I forget what they call that. But it's next to, I think it's a grade school called Meadowbrook Grade School or something like that. And there's 2 or 3 entrances into the park. It's very similar to the Sherwood Forest. It's mostly a hiking park, although there is a baseball field there. More maintained, more cement trails, nice bridges. I'll even have nice bridges on the side trails where there is no cement. It's a nice place to visit. I don't go there a lot. Again, 2 or 3 times a year. That was number 16, Meadowbrook Park Trail. Number 15 is Osprey Point. This is, I think, owned or at least maintained by the Isaac Walton League. I would say there's probably about 6, 7, 8 acres of land, several trails. I don't go there a lot in summer. I mentioned before I haven't gone there at all in summer. I have gone there a couple times in summer now. Not this summer though. At least I don't think. No, maybe I think I went there early spring this year. I don't hike there a lot. And they sometimes do Boy Scout or Girl Scout things that are going on there. So sometimes you show up and there's lots of people, lots of little kids. And they do functions like that there. But when it's empty, it's a nice place to hike. Nothing super amazing, but it's different. It's interesting. There's of course Osprey Nest, because it's called Osprey Point. It's a big pole up about, 70 yards, no, I don't know, maybe 70 yards. It's really, really tall. A platform up there and the ospreys build a nest. There's a lot of bird nests all over the area. There's a little prairie, and again, trails throughout the place, around the prairie, in the trees, along the river, East River Trail. East River, which is the next place, the East River Trail, that'll be up further in the list. It's near there, but on the other side of the river. A nice place to check out. Nothing super amazing, but I would check it out if you're in the Green Bay area. That is Osprey Point. That is number 15. Number 14. This is the one I was talking about when I was driving and I saw that other trail. And this is number 14, the UW Green Bay Cofrin Memorial Arboretum Trail. I just call it the UWGB Trails. The whole trail system encompasses us completely around the campus. It goes all the way around the university. I haven't circled the whole thing yet. I'd probably say there's probably 5 miles of trail there. There is the Niagara Escarpment. That is my favorite place. That's where I hike 90% of the time. You can actually park above the Niagara Escarpment, and it probably holds, 4 cars. And there's a staircase you can go down right to the Niagara Escarpment. So I like to hike that area by the Niagara Escarpment. It has tapered off a little bit for me, but I still plan on going there a couple times a year. I like it. And that's why it is already, we're at the number 14. UW Green Bay Cofrin Memorial Arboretum Trail. Number 13, I also missed this in some lists. I've only been there once, so I guess it's about 4 or 5 of these. And this is further west in Wisconsin. I don't know the exact location. You can look it up. It is a state park. The Rocha Cree State Park. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Number 13, Rocha Cree State Park. I'm probably butchering that name. It has a really tall pillar of rocks. I think there's 300 steps to get to the top of that. It's a nice trail. The feature of climbing those rocks and that staircase, a lot of hard work, beautiful views, and a decent trail. Nothing super amazing, but it's good, and I would recommend it. I will not go all the way to hike there again. I just happen to be going that way to do family business. That was number 13, Rocha Cree State Park. Probably butchering the name. Number 12, getting up here in the list now. Number 12, this is something I said I will list places in another video of places to visit that I don't recommend hiking, and that is Ken Ewer's Nature Area. For years and years, I would refuse to go there because it was known for crime. But they actually cleaned it up, and I heard a report. It was really lovely, and I asked someone, is it safe to go there? And yes, it's safe. There's actually cameras at the parking lot to make crime not as interesting for people to do. So it's nice cleaner. I guess they cut a lot of brush, and a lot of people go there for bird watching. But there is a nice trail. A lot of the bird watching happens near the parking area. I think you could probably park 15, 20 cars there. But if you go to the parking lot and you go to the right with the parking lot behind you, there's a trail actually along the Bay of Green Bay that I really enjoy. It's nothing super amazing, but there's not a lot of trails next to the Bay of Green Bay, and this is one. And thus I got it higher up at number 12, Ken Ewer's Nature Area. I do highly recommend it, especially if you want to see birds And you can hike that area where there's more bird watchers, but it can be a little crowded with people taking pictures, taking videos of the birds. But if you go in the further area to the right, along the bay, you get less people. Now, I'll let you know though, not a lot of people go over there, and it tend to be, last summer when I found this late summer, there were a lot of cobwebs. So I take my camera and I knock down the cobwebs as I'm passing through recording the hiking video. So if you go there after me, I've knocked them down for you. I do recommend checking out if you want to hike next to the Bay of Green Bay. Number 11, the East River Trail. I mentioned that earlier because it's next to, across the river from Osprey Point. This trail has fallen for me. It used to be like my number 1 or number 2, number 3 for my first 2 or 3 years. The river is dirty. It's not clean, but it's a nice trail, and I like hiking next to small rivers. So I do enjoy it, but not as much. The best area is Wiese Family Park. I'll put that on the name because I'm labeling it East River Trail, Wiese Family Park. The best part is along or near the Wiese Park trails, which is part of the East River Trail system. But there are more trails in the Wiese Park. There are like loops in there and more side trails. And both ways next to the park are nice. But the more you go towards town, you're going to have the same thing as the Fox River place. You're going to get more businesses and busy traffic noises and more people. But I do like it, and it's still number 11, the East River Trail. Next to Wiese Family Park is where I recommend. Number 10, this will be third time I went here this year. I camped here this year, and that is the Governor Thompson State Park. Now, as I tell you, I rank a lot of these places by all the trails, but I'm going to put this in 2 categories because it's a really big place. And the first year I went there, I think with my wife, the trails were only rated 6. I think I also went there with another friend of mine. That was last year. And most of the trail I went, again, this is near the swimming area. I'm going to rank those trails as 6s on a scale of 1 to 10. But this year, I went over and hiked more of the area near the boat landing, and those trails were much better. I rank those as 7 trails, and I would highly recommend, if you're going to go there and hike, do the areas near the boat landing, that side of the park. It's a big park, and you can go right through the middle, but the areas near the boat landing, this is not the same water as the swimming. The swimming is in a lake. The boat landing is in a river. So those trails over in that area, the whole area, are much better, and is a good place to hike. I recommend it, and it is number 10. Number 9 is the Baird Creek, the main trail. It is very lovely. If you like clean hiking trails, cement hiking trails, that kind of thing, especially if you have handicapped or children, it's a lovely place to go. Beautiful views of a nice river. It's smaller than this, and even in winter, it's a lovely location. The winter, when it's frozen, the creek and ice on it, it's just lovely, especially when snow is there. I love hiking there, but it is very popular and it is very busy. Not as busy as Fox River Trail, but it is quite popular. I usually go when it's very cold in winter, or it's like rainy, or in the middle of the week, or anything that I think would push people away from hiking. That's the times I like to go there because it can get quite busy. I quite like it. I would rank it higher if it wasn't so busy. And that is the main trails of the Baird Creek Trail System. Number 8. Haven't been here this year. Been thinking about it. So probably going to go soon. But it's number 8. It's pretty high. The Barkhausen Waterfowl Preserve. But let me say this. Like many places, there are problems there because of traffic noise. This is near a highway. Thus, the part I like to hike is in the back area. And there's actually a parking spot in the back, holds maybe 10 cars. And you can hike the other areas. It's very popular. There's a big facility there. They do archery and other kinds of wilderness classes. I think they have skis to rent on skis for winter. And they might also even have snowshoes. You can probably rent them there. And I like going there to hike the snowshoe trail in winter, but I also like Again, the back area only. I like hiking there in summer. And there's another area where you can actually go out onto the bay. It's like a dock kind of thing, area where you can watch the geese and the other birds and things like that. You can walk out there. It's really lovely. It's really nice. That's why it is already at number 8, the Barkhausen Waterfowl Preserve. I highly recommend checking it out. It's not number 1, but I do enjoy it, especially the backside. It's much more quiet. Number 7, the full name is DeWane Neshota Park in Brown County. It's about 20 miles southeast of Green Bay. It is a county park, so you should be able to easily Google it and find it. I just simply call it Neshota Park. That's what it's mostly named for. Most people just call it Neshota Park. I like it a lot. It's number 7, Neshota Park. Number 6, hiked here finally a second time. Previous years I only hiked it once and it ranked really well, but now I've been there a second time and I can solidly put it at number 6, the Thousand Island Conservancy Trail in Kaukauna. I don't remember what county that is, but it's in Kaukauna, Wisconsin. It's a lovely trail, one of the most beautiful trails. It is number 6. The beauty is going to be in the main area, because they have these little islands in the river. It's a much bigger river. It's the Fox River. I don't like the Fox River Trail. Well, this one I like it because these beautiful islands, and it's always bubbling water over there, and you're walking, again, just the main area. You're walking on a boardwalk. It's so lovely. I would say it's probably my 3rd best beautiful trail I've ever hiked. I highly recommend. It goes much longer than the main area, and it's okay when you get past it. Nothing super amazing, but that main area where the big people show up and do lots of pictures and walking, it can be quite crowded. If you can be okay with the crowds by enjoying this beautiful place, I do highly recommend it. Probably the 3rd best hike. Why is it number 3? It's further away and it's busy, so it knocks it down, but it's very, very lovely. I highly recommend it. Thousand Island Conservancy Trail in Kaukauna. Getting up here, folks, number 5, the Peninsula State Park. Probably my 2nd favorite trail there. It is the Eagle Trail, and I'll link to it here. I'll also have linked above the Thousand Island Conservancy Trail the 2nd time I went there this spring, I think. Eagle Trail, I was there to see the Eagle Tower, and I misread the map, think I'd have to take this trail to the Eagle Tower. I was wrong. And I hiked this trail by accident, but I loved it. But let me tell you this, even though it is my 2nd favorite hike, it is a dangerous hike. It is rated difficult or highly difficult or something like that. I highly recommend you be in shape and prepared for a difficult hike. Even watch my video. I will put a video up here, but it's not going to be the whole video. If you want to see the whole hike, I will link to it down below, or you can once again search my channel for Eagle River or Eagle Trail, and you can probably find the longer hike. I'll just put the shorter one up above. Such a beautiful place. You walk by next to water, beautiful caves and cliffs, but it is a difficult trail, but I loved it. And if you're healthy and you can walk that kind of stuff, I do recommend it. Just please be careful. Please be careful. Number 5, the Peninsula State Park. Now there's other trails that are more safe, family friendly. I would just, again, search my channel for Peninsula State Park, and you'll find these other trails. Some of them are easy trails. There's at least 2 easy trails that I have recorded there, and some other moderate ones. I highly recommend going to Peninsula State Park, hiking and camping. Haven't camped there yet, though. That was number 5. Number 4 drops a place this year to this place, which will come to number 3, and I'll mention it here in a moment. But number 4 is the Sensiba unit. The Sensiba unit trail. This is state owned. It's about 22 miles north of Green Bay, something like that. That's the same exit you would take to go to the new zoo. But when you get off the exit, you're going to turn right instead of left towards the zoo. You're going to turn right. It's straight. You're going to cross another road, but you keep going straight. You're going to hit the bay. You're going to hit the bay of Green Bay, and that is where that trail is. The Sensiba unit, state owned. It's a nice waterway. It's dikes, It's a series of dikes. There's trails on the dikes. Very, very lovely. One of the most beautiful places I like to hike. It's not number one. It's not my favorite trail, but for beauty, it might be number one for beauty. I highly recommend the Sensiba Unit Trail. I'll link to one of the videos above. Number 3. This is where we are today, folks. I'm ranking these videos here at number 3, the Cherney Marable Caves County Park or Richard J. Drum Memorial Forest. Now right here, I'm about 10 feet away from the river, maybe 15 feet from the trails. Right here in front of me is the trail that follows the whole river. But also in front of me is the entrance to what I call the back entrance to the Marable Cave Trails. And that is the Richard J. Drum Memorial Forest entrance. And they have a big gate there, big label for the sign of this place. I always forget the name. I just put it up above. And you can enter this part of the forest is this memorial, which connects directly to the Cherney Marable Caves. That's a county park over there. Big parking lot, probably parked, I don't know, 50 cars there. But this is a very small area to park, probably 4 cars. And it's not the most beautiful parking area. But I like to park there 95% of the time when I hike here. I love this place. Hiking along this is so beautiful. Isn't this beautiful? Just beautiful. Why I didn't rank it higher earlier is because there's not a lot of trails here, but it's so beautiful. I just love hiking here. The videos always turn amazing, and that's why this is number 3, folks. I just call it the Cherney Marable or the Marable Caves Trails. It's lovely. You got to check it out. You got to check it out. Number 2, I think it came to the list 2 or 3 years ago, and I love it. It's been up here really long, high for these 2 or 3 years, and that is the Christa McAuliffe Park. It's such a lovely park. Just the park gets you entrance to what they call the Baird Creek Greenway, where Baird Creek goes, and you can follow the trails into the Greenway. And up at the top of the, because you got to go down these, because there are these big hills, and gullies go down into the Greenway, into the lower area, and that area is beautiful. It's where I go most of the time. But during fall, up above on these hills, all the forest turns yellow, and I'm going to link to it here. That's my favorite hiking. My best trail is when the fall comes in the whole forest, this part of the forest, not the whole forest, this part of the forest, the whole forest turns yellow. And I call it the Yellow Forest, and I'll link to it here. I did a tour video of the Yellow Forest. Check it out. If you come into the Green Bay area, you gotta come. If you're in there in the fall, you gotta go see the Yellow Forest. Now that's only gonna last 2 or 3 weeks, and they're gone. The yellow leaves will be gone. But if you can make it to the Yellow Forest, watch my video to give you a tour, so how you know how to walk there, how to get there, that kind of thing. It's such a lovely hike. If you're in summer, you go down in the Greenway and see all the beautiful, you've got the cedars there and things like that, and the different flowers in there, and there's even some prairies in there. It's just so lovely, so diverse. Now, it's true, the more you go west, you get closer to the highway and it can get loud. But if you stay in the east part, it's nice and quiet. Usually quiet. But I've done the whole loop, and I will link to one. Well, I did the Yellow Forest up there. But again, you're not going to always see the Yellow Forest. That's only a short time of the year. But even most of the year, that's why it ranks number 2, folks. So lovely. Not just the Yellow Forest. Summer hikes there are amazing, and it has a nice. Since you're going into the cooler areas, I like to go there when it's hot or windy to avoid the wind, or avoid the heat. I like to go down in that lower area. All right, number one. It's been number 1 3 years now, and just stays there. And that's because it's so big. I love hiking there, and it's so far away from most traffic noises. I just love the peaceful quietness of the Brown County Reforestation Camp. So lovely. I was concerned, I mentioned this last year, that it would drop because of they made a campground, but they just hike usually just by the campground. They don't go deep in, rarely. And many times when I hike, I don't see anybody or just one person. I love it. The quietness, the vastness. I've seen most of the thing. But it's about 700 acres. I have not seen every trails. And some of the trails I found last year are amazing. Some of the best trails I've seen so far are there. And I'm still getting to know that place, that area. So who knows? Maybe I'll find a new trail that I really like that I haven't been to yet. Well, that's it, folks. This is my ranking video of all the areas in the northeast Wisconsin that I've hiked at, some a little further than others. Most of this is in Brown County, but I've named off places in other counties. So again, if you want to see other places that I've not listed, and I've listed them in 2023 that I don't rank, if you might want to check those out, like the one I mentioned earlier, Fonferret Glen, go ahead and check out the 2023 and scroll to the end of the video and I will list those. If you enjoy this video, please hit like. And if you want to follow my hiking videos and you're not interested in my subscribing, because I do ministry videos mostly, I do a lot of hiking videos, but I do mostly ministry videos, you can follow me by doing my playlist. At the end of the video, there'll be boxes in the corners of the screen. Over here, I'll do my hiking in northeast Wisconsin. You see that box in the corner at the end of the video. While the videos are playing the music and the outro, click on that box, open up that page, bookmark that page. There's a playlist of all my hiking videos. Over here will be my best of hiking videos. Well, that's it, folks. Hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, hit like, share this list with others so more people can learn about these hiking places in northeast Wisconsin. Hope to see you soon out on the trails. Bye-bye.